Órale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab shouts to all the junkies out there. Well, we all saw it, right? First of all, man, CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, they put on one heck of a damn good steel cage match at the Garden, right? As they call it, the Mecca. Um, Leading up to the steel cage match, I really enjoyed the whole historic rundown. Um, it being at Madison Square Garden, what a steel cage match used to mean once upon a time. And like I'm telling everybody, man, a steel cage match once upon a time, that was as crazy as it got, right? I mean, you go back many years, that was pretty much as crazy as it got. Like, whoa, a steel cage match. Today, steel cage matches, well, I don't know if I should say today, but I would say like quite the last few years. Steel cage matches have really been, it's taken a huge step down with all the other matches that have been introduced. Steel cage matches. I'm sorry, Hell in the Cell matches. With the casket matches and the Extreme Rules matches and the freaking Elimination Chamber matches and the Money in the Banks and the table letters and chairs and just so many type of matches where steel cage it just kind of got a little jaded and just kind of got a little bit thrown to the side, like, man, it's not really that exciting anymore. No need to do a steel cage match anymore. Let's do a Hell in the Cell. Let's do war games. Let's do all these other type of matches where once upon a time when talked about a steel cage match, man, that was as crazy as it got. It's like, whoa, it's a steel cage match, homie. Like, damn, dog, like, that's right, you can't miss that. It's a super duper special thing to witness, even if you're watching it on TV. But, because of all these other matches that have come along, it's really depleted what a steel cage match is supposed to be. So I do appreciate the nostalgia going down memory lane with how Michael Cole and just what they're doing on Monday Night Raw, talking about the history of steel cage matches and some of the great steel cage matches that have taken place and the fact that this is happening in Madison Square Garden. I did appreciate it and bringing it back up. And like I've said this before. Um, they should start throwing around some of these steel cage matches every now and then, right? I can't remember the last steel cage match. I mean, I know it wasn't like extremely long ago, but the reason why I can't really remember it too well because they don't really make a big deal about it anymore. Like I said, it's lost its value, right? I mean, you have a hard time keeping up with, Hell in the Cell matches. You have a hard time keeping up with Money in the Bank matches and TLCs and stuff of that nature, right? So, um, I would like them to use steel cage matches just a little bit more. I don't want them to overdo it to the part where you get jaded and it's like, oh, I'm sick of them. No, but do it every so often and talk about it, man. Talk about the importance of it because once upon a time, that's where it was at. That's where it was at, man. It was all about the steel cage match. You waited for a steel cage match to be blown away. And steel cage matches can be damn good. Hell in the Cell, look, all these other matches are great. Okay, they are great. The thing about a steel cage match is you need to keep it in the ring. There was a match quite a few years ago with JBL. I'm sorry, with AJ Styles and John Cena at a Royal Rumble. And the reason why I got confused with JBL is because JBL brought up that should have been the match of the year because they stayed in the ring the entire match. Neither one of them went outside of the ring. And in a steel cage match, you stay inside of the ring. right? In Hell in the Cell, you could go outside of the ring, go under the, go under the ring, and it's a lot more exciting. I get it. There's a lot more you can do in a steel cage match. You can't go outside of the ring. You are forced to perform in there. Now you can use the cage as a weapon. You can do some cool things when you get to the top of the cage and things like that, but you are forced to stay in the ring. That's why only truly the best of the best can put on a really good performance in a steel cage match, as opposed to a Hell in the Cell or some of these other matches where you could get all kinds of different props and use them to your advantage. In a steel cage match, it's just you and your opponent. And, whatever you guys can do in there, it's just the two of you. So, I mean, I really want to bring back steel cage matches. Again, I don't want to overdo it. I do not want to overdo it. But shout out to CM Punk, shout out to Seth freaking Rollins for putting on a steel cage match, and whatever history of steel cage matches have left, for continuing that. But on top of that, we saw the return of the big dog. Oh yeah. OTC, even though his shirt says YT, what does it say? Can't even make it out right here. I was trying to make it out when I was watching it on Netflix. This is YTG. I'm not even really sure. Somebody let me know what that means. Or maybe it is YTC. I'm not really sure. But nonetheless, the tribal chief is back. The tribal chief is back. Seth freaking Rollins wins because Roman Reigns drags Seth Rollins out of the cage, not to help him win the match, but to kick his ass. We all knew that was coming after what happened at the Royal Rumble. All right. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, has some receipts. He's got to cash them in. That was his moment. Beat the crap out of Seth freaking Rollins. So look, Seth Rollins wins the steel cage match. He wins it, but not really the way he wanted to by getting his ass kicked. Roman Reigns goes in the steel cage, puts hands a little bit on CM Punk, drops him with a spear. I didn't even notice that Paul Heyman had made his way in the cage. I did not know that until Roman went in there. And wow, what a moment. What a return for the tribal chief. A triple threat match. And by the way, man, there has been rumors that there was going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I was kind of still holding on to hope that we would see Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. I was still trying to hold on to just a little bit of hope. I knew it was kind of like, sailing away and off into the distance, going past the horizon. But I'm like, no, I think I can still see like the very top of the sail of the ship off in the horizon. It might come back. It might come back. Well, no, it's not going to come back. We're not going to get Roman versus Rock. This is going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. And it's not a bad match. It's not a bad match. But, if I had it my way, man, I would want them to start, pumping up Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania. I think that would be the big match to make. This is not a bad match. It's not. Come on, man. Rock versus Roman. Come on. I mean, this would be a better match, right? Put it like this. If you get somebody who doesn't watch wrestling at all, they don't know any of the characters. They don't know who the heck The Rock is. They've been living under a rock. How about that? Um, and there's two matches that you're gonna show them, right? They don't know who anybody is. They've never heard of them. Are they gonna be more entertained with The Rock versus Roman or with this triple threat match? They're gonna be more entertained with the triple threat match. Okay, Rock versus Roman is a bigger magnitude because of who the characters are, which makes it a bigger match. But what's a better match in ring quality wise? This triple threat match. But nonetheless, I would have still loved to have seen Rock versus Roman. But nonetheless, the original tribal chief is back. You guys let me know what you guys think. Solo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.